Hey everyone, welcome to my first ever video guide. I'm doing a full walkthrough for Insanity mode. We will not be using any unlimited ammo, any bonus unlocks, any bonus weapons, and no glitching or exploits being used. I actually recorded, edited, and narrated over a whole Insanity walkthrough about 2 weeks ago. Unfortunately, I deleted the entire folder, so I lost everything. I'm redoing this from scratch all over again, and I did notice something different. It could be from a patch or an update, but I felt like there was some damage issues this time around. However, I've taken all that into account and came up with new strategies. And hopefully you guys find this beginner guide useful in chasing your platinum. That said, let's get started. Alright, starting as Grace, the first thing we want to do is grab 2 coins. The first is going to be on the steps right here. And the second is going to be at the hotel reception desk. Now that we are Leon, what we want to do is just run forward to trigger the cutscene. Once you trigger the cutscene, run all the way back. I want to put some distance between us and the zombie. Start shooting at her legs till you get the stagger. When you get the stagger, you want to move and position yourself so that when you attack her, she hits the wall or an obstacle, and that gives you a free execute. Go ahead and repeat this strategy for the next zombie as well.
Get Brentwood locked down.
What? Is it something to do with Victor?
Yeah. He's the one who first all the excitement.
Once all that is done, we can go and buy out a weapon. Personally, I like using the classic, but you are free to use the other sniper rifle if you feel it's better for you, or the tech shotgun. Just make sure you equip all the necessary charms that we're going to be using. So for the shotgun, we're going to be using the teddy bear charm. For the sniper rifles, we will use the BSAA charm. And make sure you attach the power shades to the Requiem. That's very important because when we pass the Requiem to Grace, she's going to have the charm as well. Now, these weapon boxes, they can be used as a autosave point, so feel free to constantly return to any of the weapon boxes in Leon's sections just to save your progress. Grab the tracking module from over here and snipe this chap over there. He's got a good chance of dropping ammo, so that's why we try to kill him. I usually ignore the herb because there's just too many blister hits in that region. Kill this zombie over here, and then he was lucky enough to drop us some ammo, so that's nice. Go to the left over here, avoiding all the vehicles.
Let's make this quick.
In between the van, there's going to be a zombie. You can either kill him or get the gun execute. Climb onto the car, avoiding all these other zombies. Go down this van and you should be home free. This section with Grace, we're going to be face to face with Marie. So we want to try and grab as many items as we can to get as many bottles and ink ribbons. So the first thing we need to do is run to this room without the lighter, turn on the light switch, and only then will this first bottle roll out to you. In this safe room, we're gonna get the second bottle from this cupboard. Pick up the ink ribbon. We will not be saving yet. We just had an autosave when we started this section, so if anything happens, we will just reload that autosave. Grabbing the lighter, we can go trigger Marie, and we'll run back to the starting room to avoid her. The third bottle is actually to the left. I forgot to grab it right now, but I will as soon as we are done with this triggered section. Make sure you run further back into the room because this would, if you're too close to the door entrance, Marie can still swipe at you. So here's the third bottle. Let's go back to the nurse's office now. Grab all the items in here. There's a med injector. There's actually a ribbon as well, being guarded by this gentleman.
This looks important. Maybe.
Don't worry about Marie walking around. She's not gonna do anything. With the lighter equipped, go get this coin, the third coin, so now we can get our pouch. You can actually move this really slow and gentle like I am, in little small sections. This avoids any of the items from falling over. Grab the herb, and now push the cart all the way to the right so that we can get the screwdriver. Let both items fall, it's not a big deal. We should have more than enough time to grab the screwdriver and hide.
Yes.
Once you leave the doorway, or leave the door, just make sure you turn on your lighter and wait. Right here at the door, just so that we can get Marie's aggro. We don't want her to escape into the hole above us. The reason we're getting her aggro is so that we can lure her out into the main hallway. And that way she does not burst out through the locked door of the nurse's station. And this considerably cuts down the the cat and mouse game that we have to play with her. Okay, so she's coming through here. We're gonna stop right here. We're gonna wait for her to come out here. Once she's coming out through the door, just keep running. Run all the way to the safe room and get the fuse. As Leon turned around, grabbed the tracking module from the wheelchair. At the weapon box, we don't have to upgrade anything, but if you feel like you want the 990 tech shotgun, feel free to purchase that.
Experimental therapies.
Yes. It's all very cutting edge. The facility keeps
Get the Requiem ready.
sensitive nature of the research.
Oh, I bet it does.
So once this section starts, we run all the way to the back. We're gonna aim and get a double kill. Take out the next two zombies. This third zombie over here, he is not going to be interested in us. He's more interested in the chainsaw, so try and take him out. I always find that they move very erratically when they're interested in the chainsaw. And they seem to soak up more damage as well. But that could just be me. Anyways, once all this is done, grab out your Requiem and get ready by the door. Not sure why I kept fidgeting. But you just want to pre-aim at the door. Try and get this triple kill. And then a double kill after. So, this patient zombie, I felt like he's new. He wasn't in here in my first round. Because I did a triple followed by a double. But in any case, use your Requiem rounds to try and line up a few of the zombies, mow them down, and take out the rest with your rifle or your shotgun. Once all that is done, grab your ammo and let's move on.
That went well. Nice.
Alright, at this point in Grace, we don't need to save because we just got the autosave, so just gonna run through the entirety of West Wing all in one go. Once we get to this office, we're going to loot everything around and empty out our inventory. So just store everything into the item box. Gonna head to the kitchen, and as soon as we enter, we will grab the empty injector that's on the counter in front of us. Gonna hide behind the fridge over here. Once the chef starts walking away, we can follow along. I like to grab this trolley with the cauldron of soup and start dragging it backwards. As soon as he says next, that's when we let go of the cauldron of the trolley and crouch. Once he looks away, we can start dragging it back again. Once the trolley is sort of in line with the island to the left, we're just going to crouch behind it instead. And we're going to wait till the chef starts repeating wrong. There we go. Once he does that wrong, I'm gonna move forward while crouching, grab the key, and we can leave the kitchen. Go to the left, ignore the maid. We don't need to go in there right now. Grab the knife and flick the switch. Gonna hide behind this partition. Now, notice that Grace is actually taller than the partition, so make sure you crouch. Otherwise, the zombie is going to notice us and he will kill us. Grab the ink ribbon and we can leave this area. Go back to the security office, empty out inventory, and we will be returning.
I hate this place. What if I can't get out?
Alright, let's head back. We're gonna go to the dining room. We're just gonna run all the way straight. Gonna make a U-turn at the end, turn around and grab the blood bag as well as the bottle. Immediately go out through the door and vault over the window. Grab the ammo and hide behind this stack of boxes. We're gonna look at the window. This window right here. So that we can look out for the zombie that's patrolling at the back. Once he's past the zombie from the dining room, he's gonna also vault over the window, and that's our cue to escape. Once we get here, we're gonna crouch, move towards the box over here, the crate. Stand up, break the crate, grab the ammo, and run immediately. Once you reach this point, crouch. Doing that will ensure that we do not get spotted by this zombie who's coming down the stairs. As soon as you know he's not looking at us, we can just turn the wheel. And immediately run up the stairs. If we unfortunately get aggro from the zombie, we can try to dodge him. There should be enough space, and we just run up to the 3rd floor. And that should de-aggro the zombie. On the 3rd floor, grab the herb as well as the ammo over here. At this point, we're gonna run into the bar and just immediately go to the right. And we're gonna go into this zone over here. Grab the ammo, grab the herb, and we will go into the office. Go all the way in, get the ruby from the box. And come out to solve the puzzle. Grab the moon cube and let's leave the office. Now the way you want to get past this zombie is you want to align your camera so that you only see these 2 rows of patterns on the floor. Follow the blue line. Now once you get that, just keep moving forward all the way to the end, make a left, unlock the door, and you are free. I sort of noticed that when I was trying to avoid her by running towards the wall since she approaches from the left. So that's how I discovered that. Put in the cube and let's go back to the office to empty out our inventory once more. We just want 3 coins as well as the red ruby. Right, this next section, you have to do everything exactly as shown. Do not deviate, do not try to loot any other items. Run all the way in, grab the key card, immediately turn left as soon as you're done, and run between the zombie and the curtains. Immediately go to the pouch, put in the coins, grab the pouch, and we're gonna leave right away. We're not gonna stay around, we're not going to grab anything. As soon as you leave, turn left and escape. The chef is gonna be right outside, but he will not be able to hit us because he's still a bit further back. Once all this is done, you can go here, get the Requiem, and save. And here I am looking at my old save files from the first walkthrough and thinking to myself,
Oh shit, here we go again.
that's it for this part. I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.